Now the next topic is how can we determine the sex of a newborn baby. For understand this concept, firstly we know about the chromosomes in human. There are of 23 pairs of chromosomes. In 23 pairs, first 22 pairs are known as autosomes, and the last pair means 23rd pair known as sex chromosome. In male, sex chromosomes are X and Y. So male is heterogamitic, male is heterogamitic, and for two types of gametes, and the gametes are X type. A gamete is sperm. X type gamete or X type sperm and sperm with Y chromosome. In female, sex chromosomes are XX. So female is homogamitic, and for only one type of egg, that is egg with X X chromosome. In this case, when male Egg sperm fused with female X egg. Then the newborn baby as a female or daughter with XX chromosomes when male Y sperm fused with female X egg. Then the newborn baby is a son with XY chromosomes. Here we draw a diagram of a sperm with the X with a Y, and there is an egg with X. If these two fused, then the progeny will be XX, a daughter, and these two fused, then the progeny will be XY, son. Remember here one thing, the character which arise from the father side, characters or chromosomes from father side are called paternal characters, and chromosomes from mother side are called maternal characters here. Now the next term is evolution. What's the meaning of evolution? Actual evolution is a slow process. Evolution is a slow process. Evolution is a process of origin of new and more complex organisms from the pre-existing simplest for through gradual modification according to Darwin. Evolution is descent with modification. It means the various organisms present today have descended or evolved from simple ancestral form that existed in past. According to Darwin, evolution is a descent with modification, means a gradual process. It means the various organisms present today, जितने भी organisms आज के टाइम में हैं, have descended or evolved from simple ancestral, वो अपने simplest form में से आए हैं. They exist in past, जो कि वो past में रहा करते थे. These changes or modification are called variation. So, how can we define variation? Variation, it means the various organisms present today have descent or evolved from the simplest ancestral form that exists in past. This evolutionary process or this modification and change is called variation. The living form are accumulating variations and are continuously evolving into new form. Now, what are the factors which are responsible for evolution? So we can here note it here. That is a evolution occurs due to first variation, second natural selection, and third chance selection or genetic drifts. These three concepts which are responsible for evolution. What are the evidences of evolution? Now we are just go through with the evidences of evolution here. Now the evidences of evolution, there are of many evidences of regarding evolution or evolutionary history. First is fossils. What are fossils? How can we define fossils? Fossils are the remains of dead animals and plants that lived in remote past. They gradually form in ancient rocks. The fossils provide evidences for evolution. For the best example of evolutionary evidences of fossils is Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx. It is a connective link between birds and reptiles. So how we can say that birds evolved from reptiles and the Archaeopteryx is a connective link. They having the characteristics of reptiles like tail and they have the characteristic of like birds like they having fins for their flying. Now here the study of fossils called paleontology. Paleontology. And the next evidence is homologous organ. Homologous organs. Organs having same origin, but they perform different functions, are called homologous organs, and the organism is called as homologous organism. In this, we are just go through with a couple of examples. Four limbs of human, bat, fish, and frog, tiger, etc. When we are just go through with the study of the four limbs of a human, bat, fish, frog, tiger, they having similar bones, but they evolve their bony structures. So that's why they are under in homologous organs. Next example in case of plants is the animal case, and in plants. When we are go through with the plant example, then the tendrils and thorns. Tendrils and thorns are just to be the example or interconnection of homologous organs, like thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of passion flower. Passion flower, and are scientifically known as passiflora. 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 Third evidence is analogous organ. Analogous is just reverse of homologous organ, like the organs having here same, there is a different origin, but they perform here different functions, here similar functions, are called analogous organs. Examples, we have a lots of examples of analogous organs also, like eyes of human and eyes of octopus is an analogous organ, and rather than in case of wings of birds and wings of insect, we just mentioned wings of birds and insects. Means wings of birds they evolved from bony structure or development of forelimbs, whereas wings of insect are the skin derivatives. Next is eye of human and octopus or all cephalopods, not only the octopus, all cephalopods having the same kind of origin, means they evolved their eye from skin derivatives, whereas human eye evolved from the brainy part. In case of plants, these are the animal case plant. In case of plant, stem of opuntia and leaf of plant, they perform similar function for photosynthesis. Stem of opuntia and leaf of plants, they perform similar function of photosynthesis. So they having, but their origin are different, so they are under it analogous organs. The next is vestigial organ, the fourth one. Vestigial organs are those, they were not functioning in us, but they uh, were functioning in our ancestors, and they are no longer used. Those organs are functioning in our ancestors, but not in us, or not in modern animal. There are lots of examples of such kind of vestigial organs. In case of human, there are approx 100 of vestigial organs. There are some name of them are like nictitating membrane, nictitating membrane. It's an eyelid which are present in birds or fishes. It's a permeable membrane which prevent dust particle enter in eye, but they are not present in human or functionless in human. Appendix, called as vermiform appendix, it is also non-functional in human. Another one, wisdom teeth, pinna, muscles, they are not functional in human. I noted here, no longer used organs. But side by side, we have to know about atavism. Atavism, which is also known as reverses, means those organs which are which were functional in our ancestors, which were functioning in our ancestors, but not in modern human. But some organs they were identified, they born with a kind of characters. So we can write it here. In some animals, ancestral characters appear or visible. The example, baby born with a tail, with tail, movement of pinna. You heard your or you just observed in your surrounding that some person they are easily move their pinna. So it's an ancestral character we can hear. There's a muscle which is responsible for the movement of pinna. It's called auricular muscle. Is functioning in that person. So that's why they can easily move their pinna.